Congratulations! You're interested in doing a farmer's market. That is so exciting. Now, I'm here to help you get prepped and ready to have a successful sales session and to gain new customers that stick with you for the long haul. So if you're interested in selling your products at a farmer's market, the first thing to do is evaluate the markets that you have in your local area. There are many different types of markets out there, and they are certainly not all created equally. Be sure to do your due diligence and properly evaluate each market so that you don't mistakenly spend time, money, and effort into a market that may not be where your current target market is at, or may not have enough traffic, or may be overly saturated. The list goes on and on. But the point is, do your research on each market and ask questions like, how much foot traffic comes through the market? What other types of vendors are going to be at the market? If there are any vendors that sell similar products to you that will be at the market? Where will my booth be placed within the market? These are all really important questions to ensure that you make the most out of every market that you participate in. And some of it will be a trial and error where not every market you go to is going to be a slam dunk, home run. There will be markets that are better than others, but it's great to ask as many questions up front as you can about the market and how many people will be there so that you can prepare accordingly from an inventory perspective and make sure that, again, you're putting your resources and your money into something that's gonna have a return for you. Once you've selected a market that you want to participate in, a common question that comes up is, how do I know how much inventory I should bring to the market? Tough question. If you can also get information from whoever's hosting the market on any past sales information or any type of conversion information, if they have it, then that's always really helpful, because there are some markets where people are more prone to just walking by and not shopping. There's other markets, like a farmer's market, for example, where people are frequently purchasing products. So if you can gain any insight, or better yet, if you can even attend the market yourself and watch other people in advance, then that will give you more insight into projecting how many people are going to be there to buy. Definitely find out how many people are going to be at the market. If you are going to a farmer's market and the host of that market projects that there's going to be 1,000 people at the market, you definitely don't need to bring 1,000 candles. I tend to err more on the side of a lower percentage of conversion, like, okay, let's assume that maybe 1%, 2%, maybe 5% of my audience is going to convert. And even 5% would be really fantastic. But let's assume that percentage is going to convert, and then I try to determine how much inventory I should bring to the market based on how many people are estimated to be there, and then what percentage of those people do I think will convert and purchase one of my products. In addition to just the sheer quantity of products you need, it's important to have a selection of different products. I always recommend having different price points available at a market. So if you have a core product where your candle costs $50, you may miss out on potential sales because there may be people who are only looking to spend up to $30 or up to $15 on a product. So I like to have varied price points available at a market, where in addition to my core product, I might also include a travel roll-on perfume, or I might also include a small diffuser, or another product that can be either purchased by itself or upsold to my customer who's already willing to purchase my core product. Utilize the foot traffic and an estimated conversion in order to determine how much inventory to bring. Be sure that you have a variation of price points for people to select from. And then also be sure that you have an appropriate range of scents in your product assortment so that you're not polarizing. You know, if you only have sweet scents because that's what you like, there's going to be people at the market who like fresh scents or clean scents instead. So have a variety of product, hit a variety of price points. That's all going to expand who your potential customer base is at the market. that's the product, but you need a way to show your product to people. So bring in product displays, packaging, and marketing materials to help showcase who you are and why someone should buy your products. This is a beautiful little stand from Vertical Ledge. I highly recommend Vertical Ledge for farmers market displays. They have tons of different styles and options. They're very transportable, and they look fantastic. No matter where you purchase from, you need a great way to display your products so that they're easy for people to smell, they're easy for people to see and shop. People do, especially when it comes to home fragrance products, need to come and smell and interact with the product before they're ready to make a purchase. I've seen a lot of funny jokes about all different types of shoppers at markets, but there's some people who are interested, but they don't want to commit to come over to your booth because they might not know what you're all about. So the more that you can make it obvious what you are doing and what type of product you're selling, the more confidence you'll give people that they do want to come up and interact with you and engage with your product and your brand. So really focus on great packaging, great displays, and lastly, have marketing materials available. You definitely want to have something that you can give to a customer so that they remember your brand name and they can potentially engage with you at a later date. So some ideas for that would be business cards, a 4x6 branded marketing card that gives them a discount code to come shop on your website at a later date. You could also do giveaways at your markets and use those giveaways to collect email addresses. And then you could put those email addresses into your email marketing platform, and you could reach out to those people at a later date and try to get them to come buy on your website. Because markets are a really great way to meet new people and meet new customers. But if it's just a one-time transaction, you're leaving money on the table. So be sure that you can collect those customers' contact information, or you can at least give them a way to engage with your brand at a later date so that it's not a one and done. Also, be sure that you are prepared to take payments at a farmer's market. So test your payment system before you go to a market. Make sure that it's working properly, that you can accept card transactions. If you do plan to accept cash, make sure that you have change available beforehand. Cash free is definitely an easier way to go. Or if you plan to accept payments through Venmo or Zelle or something like that, just make sure that you've tested all of your payments in advance and that it's easy and seamless for your customer to check out and for you to get paid on the product that you're selling to them. Last but not least, engage with your customers. Markets can be hard if you're an introvert, but you're there to represent your brand and you have to put yourself out there in order to get people to come interact with you. Put yourself out there, talk to people, invite people to your booth. Invite them to come smell your product or put testers out that they can utilize, and that will help bring them in to your space and help them start to experience your products. I hope these tips helped you prepare for a farmer's market, and if you are a farmer's market veteran and you've been doing markets for a long time, I would love to see you share your tips below on what you would tell a new maker that they should do to prepare for a farmer's market. And if you're brand new, we'd love to hear your questions as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel to stay in the know on all the latest makers, tips, and tricks. Now go make it happen.